Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I'm making cards today with the rainbow dies, Rain or Shine, and Simple Sayings. I'm making some little thank you cards for my mother. My father passed away, in case you didn't know, and I'm making her some simple thank you cards for that. Anyway, so I'm using the Authentique 6-inch pad called Grace. And what I did was I went ahead and cut out 6 patterns using the rainbow die, the one that's kind of like half a rainbow. And if you do that, you'll have enough for 6 cards. So I'm going to be applying these to a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base made out of craft cardstock from Paper Tray ink. I'm using my craft tacky glue and my reversed EK Success tweezers just to apply these to the front of my card. I'm just trying to make simple, thin cards to go through the mail. It'll be easier, like I said, easy to mail, one layer, quick and simple. I just want something not so fussy looking. And that's what I'm going for here. So I'm using my craft tacky glue to apply the rainbow pieces to my card. And like I said, if you choose 6 different patterns, because there's 6 different stripes in this rainbow, you'll be able to make 6 cards, and that's what I do. So I'm just applying these to the card. Once you get the first one on there lined up, you can just sort of run the glue along the previous arch and apply it there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if I said, but I'm using the craft cardstock from Paper Tray ink. And that's my card base. So here I'm just applying, like you can see, I'm just applying the craft tacky glue in a line up to the first, up to the next one, and you can sort of butt them up against it as you go down. The first one you have to apply to the actual piece, but then once, like I said, once you've got it lined up, you can, keep going down the rainbow. Now I did go ahead and make 6 of these cards, but I'm just showing you one of them. But like I said, a very simple thank you card for my mom to hand out. As you can imagine, it's been kind of crazy getting things all organized, when you have a death in the family. So this is just one of the little things that I wanted to do for my mother, because since I make cards, I shuddered at the thought of buying cards for her to send out. It just didn't sit well with me. So I thought I can make these up for her to send out, and I know she'd like that. So there we are. I'm just going to be putting on my 6th piece now. And you saw how simple that was. Nice and easy. It's kind of nice when you choose pattern papers all from one pad. They all match. It's kind of fun. You don't have to go with a traditional rainbow route. You can use patterns. And I just think it looks really cute and kind of homespun looking, along with the craft cardstock. So there we are. I'm just lining that all up, making sure it's up against the end, and there we go. I usually put an acrylic block on there to weight it down, just to make sure it sticks down very well. Now these are the cloud dies from the same die set, rainbow dies, and I'm just applying one to the end of the rainbow there with my EK Success reverse tweezers. That's a Paper Tray ink white piece of cardstock that I cut out. I actually cut out a lot of them, and I just have them in my rainbow dies holder. So now I've got my stamp from the stamp set that I'm using. Of course, it's right in front of me. I'm losing it. Called Rain or Shine. And that is rainbows appear when you need them most. I just thought that was kind of appropriate. So I lined that sentiment up on my MISTI just so I could mass produce. And then I'll be inking it up with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I'll be stamping it underneath the cloud itself. Now, the nice part about this is that, the MISTI, once you've got it lined up once, every time you put a card in there, it's going to be in the right spot, which is kind of handy. And there we go. So that one's done. I've already pre-stamped the sentiment on the inside of the card. And I chose thanks for your kindness. And I stamped that also in VersaFine Onyx Black ink on the inside. See, there it is. So I just used my MISTI again. Not rocket science. Now, with the leftover card pattern paper, I'm applying just a strip of pattern paper to the inside of the card. And I did this on all 6 just because, you have some leftover, so why not use it? And it makes it look a little bit more put together. So I'm just using my EK Success reverse tweezers just to line it up if I can. And oops, look at it catches. I'm kind of a butterfingers lately. And there we go. So that's all put together there. And these are a nice simple set of, like I said, thank you cards for people that send you nice things when someone passes away in your family. Now I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers half inch corner chomper, and I'm going to chomp around the corners, you know, on the left hand side and the lower right hand side. And now I'm using glossy accents, and I'll be applying some Studio Katia clear raindrops to the front of my card, just in a group of 3, which is kind of my thing. And I just think that looks pleasing to the eye, and I think it's appropriate. So there we go, and I'll just be applying a couple of drops up top. And then I'm using my Studio Katia embellishment wand to pick those up and put them in place, which is, makes it a lot easier to pick up these little slippery devils. They're hard to get on a card if you don't have something to stick to them. And there we go, getting another one. You just want to make sure they're nice and straight, because that glossy accents is pretty darn permanent once it dries. So there we are, and that's our card for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you'll come around next time and see what I have online to make. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you later. Bye, everyone.